It's the NFL on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Titans and the Bears. All that and more coming up next.
Just off Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan. That's where you find historic Soldier Field in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players, though. OTAs, training camp, preseason, it's all led to this moment when they officially kick this one off to get the season underway.
There's Nick Folk ready to put this one in the air, and off we go from Soldier Field. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. So the Bears ready to go on offense, and it's the #1 overall pick leading them out, the Heisman Trophy winner from USC, Caleb Williams.
And we knew from the moment the commissioner called his name on draft night, and by the way, laid a pretty good hug on the commissioner going across the stage. But we knew he had a chance to be the starter week 1. He dove right into the playbook, ingratiated himself with his teammates, and that's exactly how things have played out.
Here we go, set.
Caleb going to throw right away. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
So here are the Titans ready to go on offense for the first time, and it's Will Levis, the 25-year-old at quarterback in his second season out of Kentucky.
And what he's thinking about right now is first down, let's find a way to make a big play. Because when you get a sudden change situation and that defense has to rush onto the field unexpectedly, you might catch them having a defensive breakdown or not quite prepared.
And it was really sudden after the first play picked off. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Pollard is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now here's Pollard. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Tony Pollard taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Titans are on the board here first in the season opener. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends were on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I notice his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. Second down. First carry for DeAndre Swift. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt, and it'll be Titan football.
Here we go.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Here's Pollard again. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Mike 54. Yeah, Mike.
Out of the gun to give to Spears. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Levis from the gun. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. They do go for it. Here's Levis. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he takes it all the way down to the 3.
Complete to Tony Pollard. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Here down, 49 Rita.
They'll run with Pollard. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Pardon me, you know how often we hear about right from the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job.
And now off to the races down the right side. DeAndre Swift. The race is on. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Still first down.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Here we go.
To throw, it's Williams. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 14 yards into Chicago, first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
On play action, here's Williams. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Second down and 6 now. Looking to throw is Williams. He'll get this complete to the rookie from Washington. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. A first carry now. This is Johnson.
Holding. Offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards
Still
a bit.
first down.
Back to the running game with Swift. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A little short pass. This is Everett. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Let's go now.
From the gun, here's Williams. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And a healthy gain of 8 here. They double their workspace out to the 16. Now a 2nd and 2. Levis looking to throw. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 39 yards there, a big one.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Running right, it's Pollard. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 64 yards for him on the ground in his first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
That penalty is declined.
Now Folk for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it was Treylon Burks capping things off with a touchdown catch. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10.
There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
From the gun, here's Swift.
A beautiful fake. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
That's another Bears first down.
Let's go.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson.
Down to the 42, 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Here's Williams.
And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
The Titans set and ready to go on offense.
It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down.
Hey, like 13. Like 13.
They run it again with Cook. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
So after some runs, now they'll throw with Levis.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Levis throwing for it on 4th. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Levis to throw it.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Four minutes to play here in quarter number 2.
Now Levis.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Levis out of the shotgun now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 19. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it. It helped pop that ball free.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Like 54. Diamond.
Levis to throw once more. It's complete. Burks.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Simple drag route here. Lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Odd. Next 5-4.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
After the made field goal, back out is Nick Folk to kick this one off.
And able to get this out to the 25. Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive.
He's doing his thing. He's got some good yardage, but his team right now in the second quarter, 0 points.
Just not a complete formula. Half of it's there, being able to run the ball and set the tone. What if they may have to go to some play action, throw off the run game, and try and get the ball in the end zone?
I was just going to ask you that same thing. Maybe you use that run now to set up the pass, right?
I would think so, because the run has been very effective for them.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Working out of the gun, Williams.
Eluding the pressure right. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Ready, set, go.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
To the air, Williams. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Another completion there. You know, we think about the draft back in the spring. He was selected, obviously, the #1 overall pick. There's great money with that, but, Charles, I would think maybe an extra burden, too, or is that not that big of a deal at all?
It actually is in the beginning of his career, an added burden, but it's one of those things that if you play well, it becomes something that justifies why you were taken #1. You're fine with that. If you don't play well, it can be an albatross.
There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone, because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
2nd and 10.
454, Mike 54.
Levis sets up to throw here.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Mike 13, Mike 13.
Levis back to throw.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Returnable now for Allen. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Bears take over.
Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive.
And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat, make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? Flush to his right. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Throwing is Williams. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick.
And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far. And while you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies They have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
Like 24.
Working from the gun, here's Levis. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
First down, Tennessee.
Levis. He'll complete this one to Okonkwo. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Here's Levis. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Bears are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We begin with a good one in the AFC South. 2 of the division favorites locking horns to start the year, Houston and Indianapolis. And it's the Texans who've got the lead in the second quarter. Joe Mixon, a couple of touchdown runs. From there, we head down south to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they've got the lead in their matchup with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Michael Penix, 4 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting Jags who are out in front. Trevor Lawrence with a couple of touchdown passes there. It was a strong first half for running back Tony Pollard. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far. It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Out come the Titans now. They'll have offense to start the third. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
3rd and 3.
Here we go. Ready?
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB.
A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
So he stopped for no gain. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line.
The Bears offense and Caleb Williams set to go to work once more. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Titans offense and running back Tony Pollard set to go back to work. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And from the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. Going to run again here with Pollard.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
85 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion.
He'll take this to the 46.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And here's a give to Spears.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Titans.
Tyjae Spears.
46 yards.
And the Titans are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the 1st half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the 2nd half, that got done.
On for the extra point is Folk. And the lead is now 24. So that drive, 4 plays. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
Now the Bears offense ready to take over again.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Off the play fake, it's Williams.
On the move to his left. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's the first carry from Matt Breida.
Now he's free to midfield. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
A big play that time for the Titans. Give him 53 yards on the ground. Well, hello. I mean, it took him a while to get him a rep, but that's quite an introduction to this game.
And not just hello. How about goodbye to the defense as he went past him? Big-time run on his first carry of the game.
Davis Price on 1st and 10.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And Lance now to throw. He gets this one to Burks.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 16. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Davis Price gets this one out of the gun.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Breida, they'll go up the middle. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
61 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries in the ball game.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
Folks' kick is good. And that will finish off this third quarter of play. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Sebastian Joseph Day breaking through for the sack.
At the 23-yard line.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Here we go, sack.
Looking to throw is Williams. Flushed out right. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down. Makes it manageable now.
And he will have the Bears first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. So that a nice throw, but it hasn't really turned out to be the grand debut that many had hoped for. His team's down double digits. So what have you seen, CD?
About what I expected, really, because for a youngster making his first start in the NFL, I kind of expected to see these things. A few bumps along the way, maybe not the plays you expect to see or want to see. But remember, he's not going to the Hall of Fame off this first start. It's going to be an accumulative.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Kenneth Murray. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. This offense so far on third down, just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This will be 3rd and forever.
There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 4th down.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll go. Here's Williams.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. They'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
There he goes, left side. And they will score a pick-6 for Bears touchdown. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. It's up and good, and it makes it 27-7 now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick-6. And the Titans are going to recover the football. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. That last run going to put him over 100 yards for the ball game. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
A run between the tackles with Breida. And a short gain down to about the 33. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Matt Breida, 33 yards.
And the Titans are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. they're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Folk connects on the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it was Matt Breida who had the touchdown run to put an end to it. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. To throw, it's Williams. Throw right side, taken in by Odunze. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Forced out to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Play action. Now Williams. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
68 yards rushing for him now to this point.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
To throw, Williams.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Keenan Allen with career touchdown number 60.
And the Bears get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now down to 20. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Titans are going to recover the football.
Now, hang on here. Not what you want to see because Dalvin Cook injured, at least for the moment, and in some discomfort. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They run again with Breida. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Breida, and he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Titans, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.